Alright, hello everyone and welcome to my Mocktropica full walkthrough on Poptropica. I'm going to try to keep this nice and simple, so please follow along as easy as possible. I hope it's very easy to comprehend. Let's get started. So when you start the island, you're going to want to talk to this woman right here. Choose the third option. Now, just a quick note, throughout the walkthrough, I won't be talking repeatedly like I am now because I'm just not designed to be talking for long periods of time. So there may be moments where there will be a silence. Enter the HQ building and talk to this scientist. Choose the third option. I'm not really going to be following the dialogue in this walkthrough. It's more or less just to show you what to do in order to complete it. So if this does help you by the end of this video, be sure to leave a like rating down below. It really helps out. They all want their pets. That's the thing they want added to Poptropica. So this scientist is a very weird human being, and we'll find that out as we proceed through the island. Now this dialogue is going to finish here. He's going to give us this cake. I've heard of errors with the usage of the cake. Do not use it until we use it in the walkthrough. You'll notice this door is locked. We actually need to get in there. That's our main room for the island for our briefing and everything in our objective. To unlock it, go up the elevator into the first level. Talk with this person right here, this construction worker. Just click the third option and wait for him to respond. There you go. Now you got to go up one more floor. The goal here is you have to talk to everybody on every single floor in order for the door to become magically unlocked. You're supposed to choose the third option, but I messed up. There we go. She's going to explain her advertisement business and how all she ever wants is money. You're going to have to click this ad a bunch of times, make it disappear. The dialogue will then continue. Now we're going to make our way to our right, go up the elevator one more floor. This is the last floor, and we're going to check out the Story Creator 2000 made by this woman right here. Once again, choose the third option, Bubble. She's going to let you try out the Story Creator. Once you get into the menu, just flip this lever here, let a random story generate. A paper will come out of the machine, and what you need to do is click it, and that's about it. Click X on the machine and proceed to the bottom. Now the annoyance of this elevator is you can only go down one floor at a time, so you have to repeatedly click it until you get down all the way to the bottom, which has its inconveniences, as I'm sure most of us would have liked it to go all the way to the bottom without a hitch. Anyways, once you get to the bottom, you'll meet this lady who is in front of the door we want to access. You just need to go through the dialogue with her, and eventually she'll leave, and we'll gain access to this so secretive door that we've been wanting to get to for the entirety of the walkthrough thus far. Now we're going to enter the door that's now unlocked as she had exited out of it. This person has nothing to do with really any of the storyline of the island. Now we're going to head to our left, talk to all four of these developers here until this lady, the second lady, triggers a dialogue. And 3, 2, 1, bam! She's going to trigger a dialogue as soon as you talk to all four of them. We need to click the third option, and she's going to hand us 3 identification cards of people we need to find on the island. Not very hard to do, surprisingly. So that's the developer, we have the designer, and there is the writer. We need to find all 3 of these characters. Nothing much else to do in this room except for, oh, I almost missed one important step. We need to go to the left computer, and we need to go to Island Maker Pro Home Edition, this button right here. Change it to night, rainy, and happy. We're going to need these options later on in the island. And now on the right computer, we need to click yes, switch the, oh, it's already in the way that we want it to be. That's perfect. You want the big building, small building, blimp, and car if it's not already. Save and quit. When I first played the island around, it was not like that, so I had to switch it to that. That's so that you can gain access to the other rooms on the island rather than them being just a white appearance. So now we're going to exit, and we're going to meet the scientist again, who says he's going to be introducing achievements to the game. I'm not sure if Poptropica is going to be implementing these achievements for future islands. I don't know if it's a new feature, but it's pretty cool. I mean, really, all it does is tell you what you just did, so I don't see really the point in it unless other players can access your achievements and see what you've accomplished. So just exit the achievement. You'll see Poptropica's new loading screen here. You'll get the Dork achievement. Now you'll be outside of the HQ. Head to your left and you'll see this kid here with his Narf. Poptropica has pets. Finally, this is just what I always wanted. Narf, narf. Looks like this little guy is hungry again. Come on, boy. Let's go to the old cheese factory. Alright, we're going to follow them there, actually. So all the way to the cheese factory, which is all the way to our right. Sometimes I may get the directions messed up. This is being filmed at about 1 in the morning, so excuse if I am a bit less energetic than I usually am. First of all, we're not going to go to the cheese factory just yet. We're going to enter the university and talk to the professor. The professor is going to give us a long dialogue, so let's just tune in and listen while we wait for the kids to have their marks handed back to them, which are all Fs. At least that's how the professor portrays their writing, as he gives it a sample to us in just a second. What are you trying to teach them? The classic poem, blah blah blah. And here it is. All these corrections. What you need to do really here is just click this add a bunch of times as it moves across the screen, and it is going to fade itself into the work. Now he's going to ask for soda, which is something we're going to obtain further on in the island. We no longer need to come to this university until the end where we need to give him a soda. That's later on in the walkthrough. If you really need to get to that point and you're at that point now and you need help with it, just skip further ahead in the video. Now, if you continue going left, you'll see this kid. He's going to run back. We're not actually going to run back with him just yet. We're going to keep going to our right and enter the cheese factory itself, where we will find subject number 2, who we're going to try to convince to get back to work. This is the cheese grater or cheese factory worker. Go up to her, click the third option in the dialogue category list. And by the way, I'm not sure why my character is a spider. Start walking away and she will start to feel bad. I'm actually not sure if this is a she or a he. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You'll get the cheese curds and you'll get another achievement, which we will worry about later. We need the cheese curds for now to access a new area in the map. Scene stealer, you walked into a new scene. The achievements can get quite repetitive after a while if you have not yet completed the island and you're still doing it for your first time. I'm sure if you restart it, they start coming up anyways, but that's aside the point. Let's continue to go all the way. There we go. Nice and rainy outside. Continue to go. And we will see the kid and his narfs here. We need to go into our menu and our bag. And we need to equip our cheese curds. Equip. And we're going to click the space button. The narfs are going to go after the cheese curd. And the kid's going to lead them to where we want to go next, which is the mountain range. So if we go all the way and follow him to our left here, we will reach the mountain range. This is quite easy to come by. This is a problem I really had in the island. And this is where we're going to meet our third identifier or suspect or person we want. Basically what you want to do when you want to pass this, don't go too far past this person here. Just click the third dialogue box if you want to. He's not going to let you too far past. So what you need to do is you need to put your arrow up in the air here and click the space button. The cheese curd will then go into this pile of narfs. A bunch of narfs will then run after the cheese curd, piling up and filling up this gaping hole that we were unable to get by earlier. Now we can safely travel by this and get into the mountain range. This is the next room we're going to be wanting to be familiar with on this island. So in order to get up, you just need to jump on this rock. This rock, these rocks are not actually going to hurt you, the ones that are falling. Now, you can mess up this jump a lot, and there's also another one you can mess up, so if I mess them up a lot, I may just skip. There we go. Alright. Up here. This is the second jump. You don't want to go there, you want to go on this platform here. And you want to jump up to there, jump up to here, and you'll meet this man right here. Click the third option. I'm done with Poptropica. I'm going to climb the mountains over at the Walrus Den or whatever it's called. He's going to drop the pickaxe or the axe or whatever you want to call it. Some people have even called it the grappling hook. And now you're going to want to return back down the mountain. So go all the way back down and exit the mountain range. Because in order to get all the way up, you need to change the mood to happy, which we're not going to do just yet. We've changed it to rainy for a reason. So let's go back past the advertisement. And now we're going to get a new dialogue with the scientist. This is one of his weird ideas where he wants to invent pop coins. Now this is where the rainy theme appears. I've been told, at least, so I would just follow it. So he's going to make this popcoin thing up. You're going to go just a little further, and you're going to meet this guy. And apparently this guy only appears when it's raining out. Click the third dialogue option, and he's going to give you the counterfeit coins. Here we go. Now that we have the counterfeit coins, we're going to go back to Mr. Scientist here, and I just passed him for some reason. And we're going to give him his very own counterfeit coins, and he's going to be happy, and he's going to leave us alone for the time being. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to go all the way back to the cheese factory to our left, and we're going to get suspect number 1 using this grappling hook, pickaxe, axe, or whatever you want to call it. So go all the way back right. I might have said left. I'm sorry. I get my directions messed up sometimes. So all the way back to your right. And this island can seem a little bit lengthy at times and drag on, but trust me, it is a good island overall. Enter the cheese factory. And what you're going to want to do in here is go all the way up. And you're going to want to get into your menu, get the bag, and use your climbing axe. The climbing axe will then damage the cheese factory, forcing this subject out of this job and back into what we want her to do, or want him to do. I think it's a him, judging by the profile picture, but we'll soon see. Maybe you should go back to your old job now, just a thought. Yep, you're gonna have to return. Sorry, bucko. There you go. That's number 1. Exit. And now we're going to appear back at the room. The briefing room. Our bag is gonna get destroyed. Pixelated all the way to the ground. A critical bug. Who can help us? Well, we do have one person that can help us, and it's easy to get his attention. His name is Billy Jordan. And in order to get him, we need to make the scene happy and daytime. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over here and go into our computer again. Go to Island Maker Pro. We're going to change it to day and clear and save and quit. All the way back to the mountains we go in order to locate Mr. Billy Jordan, who's going to help us fix our bag. So exit the building here. And we're going to wait for Poptropica to load. And let's go all the way back to our left to the mountain area. Mount Funshine, to be precise. All the way back left. Here we go. Past this, and it's all happy out, and it's all majestic. We don't need the rain anymore. We got the counterfeit coins. Jump up onto this rock. As per usual, I'm probably going to miss it, because I'm really horrible at this jump. No, I didn't miss it this time. Look at that. Alright, so jump up onto this rock here. Oh, you don't need to jump up on that one. I forgot my own rule. My own rule. Jump up on this one, and then jump up on this one here. Go to your left, up these rocks here further. Now, if you have Rainy on, you won't be able to make this jump here, but you have Sunny on, so you can make this jump. Climb up the rope. And go to your right. You will see eventually 2 people who are going to come off of a ski lift. Ignore those people. Here they come. And it just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know what that was about. But there they are. Easiest trip ever. Blah, blah, blah. You don't really need to acknowledge this dialogue here. What you need to acknowledge is the man that's up here on this hill. And this is Billy Jordan. Hello, Billy Jordan. Click the third option when you're talking to him. Now we need to challenge him to a game of Mancala. Now I might speed this up because it is a bit hard, but strategy-wise, you have to click the 4th one down so you get a free turn. What I usually do is then click the 5. He's going to go. Really, he's going to do the 4 as well. That's basically everyone's first turn. He's going to fill up my 5. I'm going to go place my 5 like so. I'm going to place my 1. Now I'm going to place my... what should I place now? I'm going to get rid of my 6. Now, what you need to know about Mancala, if some of you are confused about the game, you need to know that if you put a piece into an empty tray, that you will be able to capture the other person's pieces, or whatever you want to call them. So right here, we got 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to land into an empty tray on your respective side, so it's going to capture the other person's pieces. Alright, so I have finally beaten him. Once you've finally beaten him, you will get the Mancala Mastered Achievement. I never liked that silly game anyways, he says. It took me like 5 tries to get it, but it'll always take you a few tries. You gotta memorize his moves, and he does them different every time. So that's subject number 2 out of 3. He's gonna fix the bug. It's a 1-line fix. There you go. We got our bag back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. As you can see. Nice, so now we're going to go back up. Don't need to touch anything on the computers. Oh, back up we go. Through the door. And head to your right outside the building. And we will meet up with Mr. Scientist here in just a second. He's going to explain to us the soda pop. Just click the third option and agree and see what he says. So we need to get the first soda pop out of 1,000 on top of the roof of this HQ. Now you're going to notice that you can't actually access the HQ while it's like this. So I did make an error. I'm sorry everyone. You did have to make a change to the computer. Go back into the room, but if you want a shortcut, just do this before you head out and talk to the scientist. Go to the left computer. And you're going to want to switch this with this and this with this. Do save and quit. That way the building's next to the tall building, and we can use that to jump from one building to another in order to get to the top and get the soda pop bottle. If you don't know what I just really said, in simple terms, we're going to go outside of the building and we're going to go ahead. Oh, why did it not save? Aha! So I went through a few fixes, but now that we're outside on the street... so you'll see how I configured it. I actually did random until I got a good one like this. But basically you need this red building in front of the HQ. Now you're going to hop onto this HQ building, hop onto the red building, hop all the way upwards. Hop all the way upwards even more. You can't hop on this part of the building, so you got to hop onto the blimp and then hop up onto the top. Now from here you're going to hop up onto the red little swing and you're going to grab the soda bottle. That's 1 out of 1,000, so to speak. We're not actually going to have to find 1,000 bottles in this island. Now we're going to talk to the construction man who says you can't jump off without a crazy, silly helmet. So if you jump down from the building here, you'll see the scientist attempting to push out a huge box. Talk to him and select the third option. Just do anything to get this crate open. Now we're going to head back to our left, and we're going to head back into the HQ. This is where we use our computer in order to eliminate the box. This guy is going to do that every single time you enter. Sadly, it's kind of annoying to have to wait for that to happen. We go into the computer here, and we see this red box. These are my settings, by the way, for the main street, in case you were wondering why it wasn't working. It was probably a bug with Poptropica. Otherwise, this is the main way you have to do it. Just click on the box and it'll break. Click save and quit and the box will be broken. Now we're going to head all the way to our left, or sorry, our right, not our left. What am I doing? My coordinates are off. So we're going to head all the way to our right here. Past the broken box. And we're going to enter the A-Frame University, or however you want to call it. This is our third subject. We're going to want to go into our menu and get the soda bottle. Like so. Click use. And he's not going to be on board just yet, unfortunately. He's going to give you a hint that he usually throws scripts in the trash. So you're going to ask what nightmares? And he's going to do all of this dialogue. Where they belong, in the trash. So we're going to head back. And it's not going to be any trash you think it might be in. This is actually a very, very well hidden trash bin. It probably took me the majority of the island trying to locate this thing. What you want to do is you want to go back to your left. All the way back until you get to the HQ, which is past this box where the scientist is no longer situated. enter the HQ, go to your left even more, and enter the basement. Once we're down here, they're going to have a new system of sitting. I don't know what it is, 2 per seat or whatever they're talking about. Look at this. Get a load of this. But this is really just to uncover the trash can. So before, he's going to explain this. She's going to run off. Before, what was happening was these two suitcases were being occupied by people. Now they're not. They're just there. So we're going to go into our menu here. And we're probably best to look at the situation. And we're going to use our apple, or our cake, right here. Why did I say apple? We're going to use our cake, and the cake is going to come into use. I said apple. What does that smell? Cheap frosting? This man's going to come out of the suitcase, and you're going to click it, and the trash bin will be revealed. Move all of this stuff out of the way, and get the Zombie Island script. That's what you want. Put it into your inventory bag. And you're going to head back to the cheese... No, not the cheese factory. I'm losing my mind. You're going to head back to the university where the professor is situated. And after that, we're going to be pretty much complete the island. There's not much to do after that except for, you know, fight a huge evil boss, which I will explain in just a few minutes once we reach that point in time. But for the meantime, go back to the university, enter it, and go to the prof. Hand him the script, like so. Well, you don't have to go do that, I guess. You just gotta click him, and it'll give it to him. But you can examine it if you want. And he's gonna give you the writer's ID badge. Everyone's gonna be happy that he's finally quitting his job or something. They're gonna be happy about this robot game that we never really had to play. And he's gonna head back to the office. Mega fighting robots, mega fighting bots. Long dialogue with the prof, and now he's gone. Now you're going to exit the building to the advertiser. This annoying advertisement is going to pop up on your screen forever. And you can't get rid of it, or it'll just click you into the building. I've done it. I've created the most obstructive ad of all time. This is absurd. I can't do anything. If you don't like it, you're welcome to replace it with your own less annoying ad. So, we have our counterfeit coins. We're going to head back to the building here. We're going to follow you at the same pace, even though you're going to disappear in just a second here. All the way back to the HQ. Oh, loading. There we go. That advertisement can get really annoying at times. Enter this, the HQ, and go up the elevator. You knew this person was gonna come in handy at one point or another, didn't you? Didn't you now? Second floor, gonna head to your left, and you're gonna find the advertiser. Go into your menu, get your bag, use the counterfeit coins. This is enough money to buy up the ad inventory, sorry. You're gonna say no ads, and this ad is going to disappear with her not being the most satisfied about your rightful and respectful decisions. So the ads are gone. Now you need to make your way down here. All the way down. And this person's going to appear. You're going to walk a bit left. This is my finest hour. I've eliminated almost all of the Poptropica servers. Won't that make the game run really slow? Well, technically yes, but I dare you to notice the difference. So, now you're going to head into the laboratory. And it's not going to be the same. Now you're going to be in this weird dimension with your character. Cheap cost cutters, what's going on here? Just hit the letters, but you can't hit the loading screen. Oh, what's going on? You're supposed to hit them. Oh, that's what it is. Aha. You need the helmet. That's what that thing comes in handy for. There you go. I was wondering what that came in handy for, so now I've learned something today. Alright. All done. You get the achievement. And now you're going to be in Poptropica's internal servers. Here we go. Alright, so this is simple rerouting. You're just going to want to go to the red one. If we want to avoid all of the instructions, you want to get the red one to trigger the first one. So you're going to go over here, and you're going to make it go like so. Just click it twice. Now you're going to go to the blue one. Or sorry, the yellow one. You want the yellow one to be triggered in the second one, which is correct already as it stands. So now you're going to go to the blue one, and you're going to trigger it like so. You're going to click it once, and it's going to go to the third one, and you're going to click the green one twice. All rerouted, and the server's all up and running if you want to do that quickly without having to look at the instructions. All done and set. You're going to talk to this lady here, and now we're going to have to fight a big evil boss. So the island in itself had a lot of repetition, but it was interesting. Very, very interesting. So here we go with the big boss. We're going to look at a lot of dialogue here. They were behind it the whole time. The real life mega fighting bots. Oh no, they're gonna combine and create the evil bot. This weird animation's gonna pop up. All combined. This weird language. No, I'm sure you all know what language that is, but I cannot understand it. No, but there's only one thing to do when we're out of ideas. We must fight him, so what you need to do is just shoot coins at him until he's fully damaged. It's not that hard to defeat the evil boss, unfortunately. I was hoping for a bigger fight, but it was a long island as it stood. Now, if he fires things at you, you're going to want to shoot your coins at the items he fires in order to avoid getting hit. Or you're going to want to just avoid the item altogether. So if he shoots something right here, we're going to avoid it, like so. And we're going to continue to shoot him with our coins. I believe it's just a few cycles of repetition before we can finally take out the final boss. And then we'll be finished the island. Now, we got hit there, unfortunately, I think. So we don't want to get hit too many times or we'll lose against the final boss. Oh, here he comes. Right there. Come here, buddy. Can't hit him for some reason right now. There we go. Now he's dead. So only about 3 or 4 cycles, and you are the Poptropica Master. I got scared when I couldn't exit this achievement. What you need to do is shoot it till it breaks. And another one comes down. Ultimate Achiever. Break the achievement system, which is what you just did. You broke it. You shot it. And break that achievement, and I believe you are now done the island. You will now earn your medallion. I thank you all for watching my walkthrough on Mocktropica Island. I sincerely hope you did enjoy, and remember to please leave a thumbs up on the video if it did help you out. And they're going to fly away on their jet, and unfortunately, now I'm going to go to sleep. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the walkthrough, and we're going to just get our medallion here after this long dialogue. It is pretty long dialogue, not gonna lie. Yeah, it was a bit glitchy. And we get the island medallion. Now, there's gonna be more dialogue afterwards. If you want to do that, I haven't actually completed that myself. We got the medallion though, so that's all that counts. If we want to look at this email, you can look at it. But that's all I will be showing.